50K, 100K subs to like validate your shit, you know? But they're still doing it. And like these guys, like like Jaren went to fucking Antarctica and came back and said, "Oh yeah, what the flat Earth is dumb." Like it, you know what I mean? Like what more do you want, man? What more do you need? What more? It was obvious 7 years ago, and now they played their fucking thing. They thought it was gonna be a big hit, like this final experiment. It's not. There's like a same as before. There's a niche group on YouTube, and then now on like TikTok and Twitter that were like following that shit, and everyone's calling it bullshit. Like no one's like, oh yeah, wits it. Like good point. Like no. No one fucking cares, dude. And the only people that pay attention are like saying they're full of shit, and the show is gonna go on anyway. Like these guys. Okay, so Jaren's entire identity for what since 2016, I want to say that's when I got in.
Yeah.
That's almost 10 years now. His whole shit has been about flat Earth. He goes on a trip, a sponsored trip. He comes back. He fucking denounces all of that shit. And what? Like, why are you still on the internet? Like, why would anyone still talk about it? It's like, okay, bye. Are you retiring now? Like, are you gonna go make
No, according
a
to
new?
Waterman, he's a truther. He's like a real truther. Even though Waterman still claims he's a flat earther, but now he's on Jaren's side. Like this fool, he's he can't make up his mind.
So that's weird, dude. That's like cognitive dissonance at its highest form. Like, so what part? Like, how is he? You think he's telling the truth? Because that's what a truther is supposed to be, right? I mean, I don't know, but like, if that's what it's supposed to be. So these guys went and lied, bro. Like, Witsit said he didn't hit a vape in that fucking video, and it's like we saw you, man. We saw you. There's weird shit about your whole video and your whole presentation. Like, stop it. So I don't know. That's the opposite of truth. Like if you're deceiving people, if you're hitting a vape and saying, "Look, oh look, it's so cold out here," and then you in the next breath you breathe out and there's no fucking smoke. There's nothing. It's like, "Oh, it's so cold out here." Like fucking dude, if you're in Michigan and you're just talking and you're breathing, it's gonna be like constant fucking condensation,
totally.
whatever the fuck they call it. Like, yeah, his was selective. His was just one single one. After someone in the chat asked him, like, "Hey, like, what's the deal with that? Like, how come you?" He goes into this little shed, he gets a vape, he hits it, he holds his breath, he puts the shit in his pocket, and then he goes, "What's up now?" And it's like, what do you mean, "What's up now"? That's supposed to be constant, motherfucker. Like, who do you think you're talking to? Like, you know, not five, dude. Like, a 5-year-old would have called you out on that shit. There was just so much shit that was like weird about that whole thing. They called it the final experiment. It wasn't an experiment. Like there was no experiment done. It's a bunch of dudes went to a place that was supposed to be your that was the experiment. Like me and this guy and this guy and some other fucking weirdos, we're gonna take a trip and just call it an experiment, and then you have to like fall in line. No one was falling for that shit. There's so many fuck ups. I wouldn't be surprised if they did it in a studio. Um, I saw those lines in the sky. Like I saw all the shit there was to see about that stuff, and I was like, yeah, this is fucking garbage. I knew it was gonna be. Like whenever they do these fucking preps and they go and do something, there's always some bullshit behind it. Just like when they did for the laser experiment, just like when they did all those like documentaries and TV interviews where they'd go out somewhere.
The Salton Sea.
There was always a lot of yeah, yeah. There was always a bunch of hype right before it, and then it was always bullshit. And I think that's the point. I think the point is for like controversy. So like if I'm fucking with it and I go and I hit a vape in your face and then I claim that was me just breathing out and it's so cold here, people are gonna catch that, and then it's gonna have people talking about it, and that's all like online grifters want, man. They need attention. They need people to comment, click, post their shit.
Yeah, engage all that
Good.
shit.
Yeah, it's only about engagement. Like they don't care if it's positive or negative because there's always going to be a fucking Dan the Waterman. There's always going to be some guy who like he could fucking rob you. He could come and snatch your wallet right out of your fucking pocket and you'd still make excuses for the guy. There's always those dudes. I've been saying this for the whole time. Like there's cultists. I don't know, they need to latch on to like personalities or something. They're not confident enough in themselves or whatever. I don't know what their problem is, but
it's not a cult, but they act like cultists. Yeah,
it's a cult, bro.
Not formally.
It's a cult. If there's, well,
informally.
I mean, it's under the overarching fucking umbrella of FE online, you know. But like, why would you ever defend any of these guys? Why would you do that? That's cult shit. Because in a cult, like the cult leader can never do wrong.
Yeah.
You know, you must defend him at all costs. So like, he could do something as fucking stupid as blow a vape on screen and try to tell you that's the warm breath.
Hey,
and then the next sentence he says, "What's up now?" And nothing comes out, dude. Nothing. It just happened once.
If I play something, do I have to play it right here so you could hear it?
Where? Like in? I was on the YouTube page. I could hear the.
Oh, you can hear it
just right before I got on. I think so.
Because I was getting.
What are you gonna play? Yeah, go ahead.
Just like it's a couple minutes of him talking about the Mandela effect. Dan the Waterman.
Oh no! What the fuck?
Hold on.
Oh no, dude.
Let me see. This might not be it. Hold on.
What we
ball, dude. It's not a fucking ball. Fuck's sake, man.
Can you hear it? There might be a delay.
No.
There's probably a delay.
Okay,
it's not a fucking
I'll
ball with
on,
water fucking hanging
YouTube
upside
social
down
media
on
here.
it. That's crazy.
I just don't see why.
It's not a ball. It's not a ball.
I see Jaron fighting so hard to stick up for us still as flat earthers, and it's a trip.
Okay.
It's a trip.
You're saying Jaron's fighting for us? He's fighting for you?
Hey, Phase. Should I just show it in like right here in this live stream VC chat right here? And then you could hear it the same time I hear it, or?
Yeah, you could do that. It was fine on YouTube. I just heard myself on YouTube though. I have a crazy echo. What the fuck is up with that?
I don't know.
My shit's echoing like a motherfucker.
All right, I'm gonna play more of this.
He clearly is sympathetic in all ways as to what
because some people hurt his feelings, not me personally.
Because Weiss openly lied to the public about him. Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, that was.
Dude, what's up with the flip flopping? Like you know he doesn't believe we're on a globe, but he's saying he's a glober now. Like how fucked up is that? Like he literally mocks NASA for like freaking 8 years straight or something.
He still does.
So how are you gonna be like, oh, it's a globe? Like, I don't.
Hey,
it's about what you can prove, and they proved to him.
No, it's what you can prove.
They proved to him there was a South.
It's a good. Yeah, I don't know where it is, dude. It's like. Let me see. I have this other video. It might be right here. Hold on.
When it comes to airline flights, man, I'm more about flying from one destination to the next on a spinning globe, man.
Well, whatever. I have great examples, great documented examples of no curvature, no difference between 1 and 3 miles, and them openly lying about it. So, don't tell me that about what flat Earth looks like. I know
that a lot of those numbers came from Robert Bassano, Plantis Veritas, and
it's basic fucking math. Count forward instead of dividing backwards.
But I'm talking,
it's basic math.
These
Okay?
were three high-level fucking educated people, man, that said, "Hey, man, this is the math we did." In math, you learn.
Nobody did it, but nobody did it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Repeating Eric
That's
Dubé for
all I'm
year
saying.
after year isn't doing it. So
No.
when you do it, you'll get the right numbers. Do it with me now, Kenny. 500 miles an hour is 8.33 miles per minute. There is your distance. Remember the formula, 8 inches per mile squared? No, you can't have it out in the streets and promoted the shit out of flat Earth. We certainly didn't think we were a problem. And I'm still totally proud of what we did as flat earthers.
All right, enough of that. Can you hear me?
What the? Yeah, what's he talking about?
I don't know, but
I
yeah.
didn't understand any of that.
But like later in the conversation, because I took like 4 clips, and that was the end of the second clip. So it's either in the third or the fourth clip where he's talking about he's saying that he thinks he's in a virtual world. He doesn't say VR, he says virtual world. And he said, like the Mandela effect, and he was saying like our souls they're like USB drives, some shit.
Oh. Like, just because was that part of the conversation, or is it just something he wanted to talk about? Is that like a way to make an excuse for these guys?
He brought it all up, man. Like, it was just him and
that's pretty weird.
Basically him and Dude talking, and then these other people showed up that are in that flat Earth server that Geo runs. It says like Flat Earth Awakening or something Awakening. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Earth Awakenings.
Yeah.
Who?
I think I was in there once for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, like I don't know. I got kicked out a couple times. I'm pretty sure. Wasn't
Really?
that was Karen B shit, right? That's why they all worship Karen B, right?
Oh, I don't know. That's weird. That's probably why. Like there was something about it when someone posted a link once and I saw it, and then I was
I'm
like,
not
I
sure,
think
but
I'm good.
wasn't it originally ODDs, and then he passed it to Karen B, and now these fools have it?
No idea, man. There
This
was
isn't-
one called like 24/7 or something. I don't know
This
which is
isn't
which.
the same as the one that Helio Skeptic was on all the time?
Yeah, maybe. Like I think that was 24/7, but they could have renamed it or whatever.
Rebranded or merged? Because I thought that's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
this is, like Karen B's bullshit. Yeah, the video says Earth
Yeah, I don't know.
Awakenings.
I'm cool to like talk about like existential shit. I like to actually. I think about that stuff a lot, but
Yeah.
just in the context of what they were talking about, like I don't know, man. And VR, I mean, it's whatever. Like I'm not even gonna. I'm not mad at anybody's opinions, and I'm not gonna be like, oh, you're just retarded
It's the
or
plot
whatever.
to
That's cool, man.
Tron and Weird Science.
Yeah. 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 I'm not mad at it, but like just the blatant shit. So like we all know about each other because like somehow, one way or another we found all this like flat earth shit on YouTube, and then we started engaging with each other. So when it comes to those guys, my thing is more like, why can't you just deal with the reality of the situation right here? Like, never mind bigger reality about what is Earth and all this shit. Just right now, like characters that you don't know on the internet and their shady fucking moves over the years.
Yeah, what's the motives?
And why do you still feel that? Yeah, and if you're still defending like fuckery, you look weird, man. You're either like some kind of like they might have lower level people that are meant to just keep the quote unquote community engaged. So like a Dan the Waterman or whoever the fuck who's always in these chats and always like talking to people while always like name dropping the guys that they're supposed to be paying attention to. and the guys that they're not supposed to be paying attention to. Like he just casually throws Eric Dubé in there. Like these guys never talked to Eric Dubé in his life, right? So Eric Dubé puts out his flat Earth stuff and he goes. Like he doesn't do fucking final experiments. He doesn't do anything. To me, I'd rather watch him or listen to him than any of the other guys that he mentioned, just for the information. I don't give a fuck about like personalities because I've never met these people, man. You know, you don't have to have loyalty to like ideas on the internet. It's weird. But
Totally. Yeah,
Waterman might not be all there in the head, so
clearly.
yeah, it's bizarre to me because I've never seen this in real life. Like I've never seen men who are like so fucking fanboyish that they can't see like the fault in clear like suspect people. Like it's like, oh no, this guy's the best. Oh, even if he says something stupid, you're like, oh, you make excuses for him and shit. Like that feels like a cult. Just because I've never experienced it in real life. Maybe if we were like teenagers, I'd get it. But everyone's in their 40s, dude. Like, what are you doing? Who the fuck?
They're in their 60s.
These people. Like Waterman 60? Yeah, I don't know, man. But like,
Yeah, Waterman's 60.
it's just.
Yeah. 60 something. So is Dude. So is all of them. Probably the Arizona.
Oh, what? Flat Earth dude? Is what he's making? Like, is he?
Nah,
defending the.
He just hangs out. He just has bad discernment. He thinks these people are real. I don't know.
Oh, still like Witsit and.
Oh yeah,
TFE people.
You didn't hear earlier of this, dude? He's like defending Mark Sargent and all this shit. It's like, dude, are you serious?
Mark Sargent is weird to even defend in 2025 because like, what does he do? Does he make videos and stuff?
Oh yeah, he's worldwide, dude. He's doing shit in other countries. Yeah, he's still doing.
Really?
Shit.
Okay, I haven't. Yeah, I didn't like because I see even on YouTube like there's that one Brazilian dude who does like compilation videos and stuff. He puts like flat Earth stuff from like TikTok or like Twitter and stuff, and I haven't seen a single person, like a new person that talk about Sargent ever. Like I thought he was gone, dude. I'm surprised to hear that. That's even. It just feels very 5 years ago. Like Mark fucking Sargent. What the hell?
I don't know. It's some AstroTurf bullshit channel that no one watches. They just put up some fake numbers. You know, why would you watch something like that?
why would better question is why would you defend something like that? Like even if you were watching, I guess I had to watch to find out. But like, 5-7 years ago, this guy wasn't about shit. I don't think he is now. Like,
Waterman thinks that video he made was gonna break the internet and like convert so many people like Jibby. You know how Jibby converted like millions. Fucking
yeah. Who else? So like Robbie not what's that dude's name? The one the Canadian guy? Robbie Davidson? Or am I making that up? What's the fucking breakdancer guy?
I saw some message by him. I don't know if it was a tweet or it was on Facebook.
Robbie Davies.
But he's
the tall fucking
the guy that worked for Disney
guy breakdancing on the cruise. Yeah. He flip flopped, so he's like, oh, like I've seen the light or whatever. I don't know who else. I think it was like him. Cause I only got the info from these compilation videos. I've never seen like I don't know if Robbie Davidson has a channel or whatever. Like I don't. But him, Patricia Steer, I was like, who the fuck? Like no one's been listening to these people for years. So their comeback or their return to like controversy is like being like, oh, I it's definitely a globe now.
Yeah, it's a man.
Like what happened, dude? You didn't even go on a trip. Some other guys went on a trip, and now you've seen the light. Like what's happening? I don't fucking get it. I don't get how even if they did go and that shit wasn't some kind of weird stage, like I don't get how they saw or didn't see proves anything, or people that were supposedly so like um meticulous, and they were like you know, they knew a bunch of arguments and stuff. Like you saw the sun, dude. That's it. Like because you assumed that what you had like a perfect like 100% perfect like working model, and what you saw didn't match the model. I don't even I genuinely don't get it. Like I was like, this is a psyop. Like this is weird. This is you guys are just flip flopping to cause like to try to create like two teams between anyone who's paying attention and let them argue amongst themselves, and then you fucking capitalize off of that. Capitalize off the attention. But I still don't understand what the final experiment like did to their brains, supposedly. Yeah, I don't know. Did Patty Steer come back? Hello.
Gina?
Can you hear me?
GM is the one with the Mike Psyop, not me, man.
I guess now you gaslighting us? What's going on?
Oh, there, it's working. All right, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit. I was just first. I was
Vicious
like,
tear. What's up?
yeah, and like what? How? I don't understand the actual results of this TFE shit, and like what changed. Yeah. On the local level, yeah, but shit is distorted and stuff on larger scales. Columbus. Actually, never mind. We're just gonna go us five and this dude called Will Duffy, who like who's a pastor, but like in his fucking sermons or whatever, like in his talks, he talks about how he's studied the Bible thoroughly and looking for every mention of lying, and through his research, he's come to the conclusion that it's what is it? It's neither wrong. It's not inherently wrong to lie or deceive. That's what he got out of the Bible. This preacher, like this guy who has a fucking church, supposedly. There's a video of him saying that, like giving the talk, and he's just like, "Oh, like lying is cool, pretty much, as far as the Bible goes." So, I mean, after that point, I don't know why you would assume someone is telling you the truth about anything. And it's not just lying; it's like deception. Like that means like a planned fucking thing, you know? Like I'm gonna deceive somebody. I'm gonna mislead people intentionally. Uh, I mean, yeah, but that that's a lot of people though. So like I give them the benefit of the doubt, you know, like just if personally I think like religious thinking is the problem. Like that's it's the over like it's the bigger problem for everybody cuz like if you get religious about something that means like you just believe in it, you know? It means that like you can forego everything else and you just believe in something and you don't kind of need any proof for it. It's faith based, it's belief based, and that's a fucking problem if you're trying to get down to the truth of something because you have a bias. Yeah, that was what it meant to be like religious about flat Earth. You know, like they were like, oh, these are our fucking messengers, and they can do no wrong. And it's like, hold up, man, you didn't know these guys last week. You know, don't just fully invest just yet. Like you're still a person. There's still something that brought you here. Like, if something sounds off, like, don't be ashamed to question it, man. But like everyone has been around long enough on the internet too to know that. I mean, you should know that there are grifters, man. There are people. Yeah, every top every topic, dude. And there's all of those podcasts, the networks. Like, there's it's a new it's a new, exactly, yeah. Like for every topic, there's a bunch of people that pop up and they see opportunity there, and they all usually have like management. So it's a new business model, man, of the social media era where like uh, they do talks, they do podcasts, they cause controversy through their talks. Because I mean, you put a mic in front of anyone with an agenda, especially they're gonna like eventually they're gonna say some shit that's gonna cause people to like comment and then argue in the comments. Yeah, yeah. So like whatever, dude. Your bigger beliefs, I'm not gonna battle you on them unless you want to. Like I would challenge a religious person if they said like, "Hey, you want to talk about religion?" I'll tell them all my problems with it. But the bigger thing is like it's not the religion itself; it's the idea of being religious. It's like if you if your brain is in like religious mode, I think you're easily susceptible to some bullshit because like any story that kind of like appeals to you on any level, you become a believer of, and then you put this fucking blindfold over your eyes and you're like, all right, lead me, whoever else believes this, like you show me the way. And that's not a way to discern any truth really about anything, you know. And I see this with every fucking topic on the internet, dude. Sometimes I open Twitter and like the default is that it opens to the for you tab, so it's like people that I'm not even following, right? And I'll scroll and it'll be like random shit. But it's the same style, man. And it takes like there'll be this guy, right? And he's like doing a podcast and he's saying something controversial. And then within a day or two, there's like, oh, look at this fucking guy. Like here's who he works for. You know, his manager is the exact manages the guy that he's fucking arguing with. You know what I mean? Like they're all employees of the same fucking company essentially. It's rarely authentic, especially if they have a huge following and stuff and are very opinionated.
Hey,
So,
can you hear me now?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
Like the political people, the same shit, man. They got these guys that are like fucking, oh, this guy, you know, like Trump supporter or fucking right wing, whatever. And then you got the other guy, and you find out they have like the same Jewish fucking manager. Literally, the GG33 guy, whatever. You know this weird dude, like the gematria guy. He wears a fucking hat that says GG33 on it.
Nah, I never seen that guy.
He's like some weird.
Starts with
Hubbard?
Z. Something's yeah.
Is that the Hubbard?
No, he's an old Jewish guy. He might be that Zerka dude's manager, but there's this dude who's gaining all this traction now, like this African dude or Black American. I don't know what the fuck he is. Myron Gaines, and he's all right wing, and he's doing the exact same like talking points that all these other like grifter types are doing online, but he's going out of his way now to just be like Jews are the you know the source of all the world's problems and stuff. But people are like, this is this guy's manager. So his manager is literally a Jew, a guy who's telling him what to do on the internet and hosting, also managing his you know, online competition.
Yeah, but you gotta know, like the Zionist project always supports anti-Jew, anti-Semitism,
Hey,
all the radicals, because
you guys
they
are
want the
dropping hard
Jews to.
J's, man.
Oh shit! We shouldn't be.
No, but it's what's like.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
known. It's known that like the fathers of Zionism were writing about supporting the nationalism in Europe, so the other Jews would be afraid to stay there and would go to Israel because they needed more Jews in Israel to, you know, oppose the Arabs that were already there. So they needed numbers because there was few in the beginning, and they supported anti-Semitism. They supported like terrorism in Arabic countries where there were Jewish communities. They would blow up like synagogues, for example, and tell them like, oh, it's unsafe. Go to Israel. Go to your chosen land. You know, like that God gave to you the covenant and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And-
It's the old tactic, man. You create both sides and you fund both sides. Like fucking Netanyahu's on video at a
Same
meeting
thing.
talking about we must financially support Hamas. And I was like,
Hamas,
what?
not just
I thought-
Netanyahu. A whole
Yeah, I know.
bunch of them,
I
all
hooked
the
up with this
Likud
Israeli
people.
broad, dude. She was pretty hot, dude. It was it was good.
Yeah. Good. Get it. Yeah. Do it, man. Fight, punch back, so to speak.
Yeah,
Israelis
she
if
wanted
you
me to marry her for. She gave me a low figure, because she was an Israeli citizen. You know, she wanted to be here. You know, but it wasn't worth my time, and she wanted me to move in with her. So fuck all that.
But this is that all that just to say that like online it's being exposed daily that like a lot of these guys who say things that you agree with because that's the whole fucking point. They're gonna say things to get you like, oh damn, you know, like if I didn't care and I was just all on the internet like that all the time, I would say these things. So they get you to rally behind very obvious truths, and then you come to find out that they're like controlled by the people that they're fucking, you know, claiming to be against and shit. So it's just I'll listen to people online, but I'll never like put my faith in them because what's the use? Like, why? How would that even benefit me? Like to just become a fan of somebody? It doesn't, man. You could take information. It's the same as like music or whatever. You don't have to fucking idolize a musician. You could listen to the music. That's it. Like, oh, I like this song. Cool. Nice. Amazing. I don't have to fucking cry when I see them and fucking pass out or like worship and
Nah, these
fuck all that.
fools like Waterman, they fell for the Psyop, the movement Psyop, that this is a movement and it's gonna change the world and everything.
When though? Like you're about to be 70, bro. It's like it's been 10 years. You know what I mean? Like we're gonna do another. How? When does the world change? They all really forgot about what happened 5 years ago really fast, though. The world changed then. You know, big time.
No, it didn't
been like-
change. It exposed itself. It's like if you didn't need to be like a conspiracy theorist to see the control system, how they pull the strings of every single country, almost like, and they're almost every single politician, almost every single news company, almost every single like YouTube and whatever communications company, they were all together, all doing the same fucking thing, and it was fucking obvious, like lockstep and shit. And everybody, like a lot of people saw, normies fucking saw that shit without being exposed to what we have. Like at least I've been exposed for over 20 years already. Fucking time flies.
Yeah, but now we're back arguing about bullshit. Like, no way these people can be controlled. It's like, do you not remember, bro? Like, you remember lockdowns?
Everybody's control.
You remember when they offered you like French fries to go fucking get some experimental medicine?
the donut to get your vaccine.
A lap dance at a club or whatever it was, center for jabs.
My work offered $300, and they still offer
No,
it.
but this is they were using as an excuse to keep it open. I'm pretty sure, like this, we're helping because like what the fuck, it's personal contact and shit.
Yeah, but like in a serious world, dude, like that would never be a fucking thing, and you wouldn't be giving people jabs there. I don't know, it just feels kind of dirty, and then yeah, what, like 6 feet apart, but you could still get a lap dance. Like, what, I'm gonna wear a mask, and then a dick mask too. Like, I don't fucking get it. Like, nothing made sense. Nothing still makes sense, and people argue about bullshit. That's the point. And but you know, you still want to have faith in low level grifters who they wish they could be on you know, they want more popularity, more reach. They wish they could play on that like world stage level shit. But you live in clown world, man. Like, it's undeniable at this point. It's fucking, you can't say shit. Like, if you say shit, you're delusional. And that includes like hopium. That includes any day now, you know? Like this Dan the Waterman shit.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 more weeks. It's the perpetual 2 more weeks forever, dude. For everything.
What happened to Q?
We're gonna change the world.
Where's Q at now?
I think dude, there's still Q-tards, you know?
There is. It's when official because now it is the Pam Bondi. It is what's her name, Anna Paulina Luna, and they're gonna release the fucking documents and all the fucking creatures gonna be caught. Like it's about to happen always. Like the Epstein files, they're about to drop. Get ready. They're already watching through tens of thousands of videos. It's all the same fucking shit.
Hey,
Regurgitated over, but on an official level. Now it's the president's office is doing this shit.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? The Gouffre story. Her getting hit by a truck and then dying, committing suicide.
Yeah, right. Oh, what about the key witness?
Was all just a CIA fucking Psyop fucking storyline.
Right.
I don't know. I don't care.
Why? Like, tell me, Prince Andrew, he didn't know he was photographed in that photo with that fucking girl? They didn't realize that these kind of photos shouldn't exist? Like, how of course, I mean, that's the story for the idiots. It's like, what's her name, photobombed, Ghislaine photobombed fucking Elon Musk. It's an excuse, but in reality, like, it wouldn't come out. You would never, if Prince Andrew was dating underage girls, you would never see photos of that shit. Like, it wouldn't be available. The reason it's available because they wanted it to be available. It wouldn't. It's not a mistake. You're
forgetting about the white hats, bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the white hats.
There's good guys on the inside, but this dude,
right.
as far as the Prince Andrew shit goes, that guy's fucking retarded too. So like, if you watch the, like, I get that he's royalty or whatever, but that doesn't mean anything about his like mental capacity. You know, like the dude talking on the interview. Like, did you hear the shit he was saying back then with that one like British chick that interviewed him? He said all kinds of shit. He's like, "Oh, that picture is photoshopped. I don't recall." He's like, "No, I was definitely at home that night, watching, and then like a very fucking specific movie." Like they're asking him about events of like 7 years ago. Like he's like May 12th, you know, whatever. And she's like, "Oh yeah, I was with the kids." He just he's like, "Oh, that can't be me." She's like, "You." She said you were like weird and touchy and sweaty. And he's like, "Oh, see, that's where it's wrong too. I have a medical condition where I can't sweat." And it's like, is this the debunk? Because this is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. Like,
Yeah.
they got them though, dude. Like the Trump administration got these. They got all the social media shills, and they gave them supposedly the files. Did you see that? They gave them like a photo opportunity.
Yeah.
They're like, "Here, it's real. Look, it's happening." It's a bunch of fucking. It's a bunch of fucking these same characters that we're talking about. It's people. It's opportunists online who like either
Was Baked
through
Alaska
their
there?
platforms. A bunch of people like that, dude. I forget. I don't know them because I don't follow that like scene or whatever. But
There was some
I remember, like-
mainstream, like not alternative people, most of them.
no, but that's the thing.
I don't know.
They claim alternative or they claim like independent platforms. But again, they're all sponsored. As soon as you're sponsored, you have to do as the sponsor says. Like that's the whole. I mean, if you watch a fucking channel on YouTube that has like he does movie reviews or something, you know, like, and someone sponsors the video, some company that like, okay, we're gonna pay you this much money to put a 30-second to 60-second segment in your video where you promote our product. They do that based on the content of the video too. It's not just the viewership. So like it comes with guidelines about what to say and what not to say. And that's just for a 60-second clip out of like potentially 20-minute video. But if your entire fucking content is sponsored and you're just a mouthpiece, you're not like a real independent at all. You're saying what someone paid you to say. Not unlike the traditional media, you know, but they're just like, "Oh no, this person built his following up," or this chick, but and then you find out they're like they do these trips to Israel and they do all this fucking weird shit. Like she's a dual citizen, she's fucking, you know, they have social media agents, man. CIA and these intelligence agencies, they're not just invisible. They're very much online. They're very much platformed online. They do talks, they do tweets, they do podcasts. They make their own content. Like that's the new way to push this shit. Everyone has very selective memory based on what they want to believe, and that's the thing. Like it's rare to find someone that just like individuals that just don't have the urge to believe in anything. Like I would like to, but I also understand that if there's something that I would believe in, like it would just be true. So I wouldn't need to believe it. Like it wouldn't require my belief. I would just know it. You know? But everybody else kind of, I mean, most people, regardless of the topic, they get religious at some point. They switch their brain off and they let someone else tell them what's what. And there's a trap waiting for everyone. Like for every topic you could possibly imagine, there's one shill or several shills already in place to catch you in their little fucking net and potentially waste years of your life, if not just keep you on till you go, man. Or it is a good fucking cultist. Which is hilarious that they call it alternative media, because it literally is just an alternative to the mainstream media. It's just like if you've been disillusioned by CNN or whatever, okay, we have another guy for you right here. Look, it's just this dude sitting in front of a microphone. See? There's no big production value here. This guy must be real. But it's like, no, this guy was trained and then put in place to fucking catch you up, and that's why he's called alternative media. It's just it's an alternate choice for you. Like,
Hey, lately they're talking about the UK supposedly okayed chemtrails or some shit, but I could never find no legit statement like that, right, from the government of Britain or England. Did you?
what do you mean they okayed them?
There's all these videos that are now and saying how the UK is doing they're spraying to block out the sun and shit. That they admitted this shit. There's this.
Oh yeah, here I just. Yeah, I just found you on The Guardian, out of all people. UK scientists to launch outdoor geoengineering experiments. Blocking sunlight could temporarily slow the climate crisis, but the technologies remain highly controversial. It's like, you guys. So, like the last 20 years, we were just hallucinating when you were already doing this shit? It's just weird, man.
IPS, he's like so against the chemtrails being a real thing. That's crazy.
Yeah, weird hill to die on. Really weird, because you could see the shit for yourself. Like,
I see it right here. Like, where I work I'm on a peninsula, dude, and there's Long Beach Airport this way. There's like 4 big airports right near me, but where these crisscross patterns are happening, it doesn't make sense. But across the water is the Channel Islands, has like 1 or 2 military bases on the Channel Islands. So it's probably some military shit, you know, because they're clearly doing it like in a crisscross pattern. But I don't know what they're spraying.
yeah, is that his issue with it? Like, the claims of what the chemical like compounds actually are, or what? Because
I
like,
think yeah.
how do you deny it at this point? If you go to, that's the thing, man. I don't know who's being honest about, like, you know, there was remember when Jed was like arguing with me, and he was like, he's like, man, you can't tell me shit about chemtrails. Like, I fell for that shit. I studied it for fucking years. I was the. He's like, I had a Facebook group that had like thousands of people in it. He's like, it was my group. I'd go out and take photos and shit. So, but it's all bullshit. And he like, I was like, okay, so you researched it and you studied it and you had the Facebook group. Then what happened though? Like, nothing changed. Like, the sky still looks weird.
Yeah.
He's like, in that talk, when I was just trying to understand his position. Hold up. Yeah, in that talk, I was just like, I said the word geoengineering, and then he just lost his shit. Like, he cut me off, and he was like, see, that's the problem with you fucking conspiracy theorists. These fucking words you use, like geoengineering. And I was like, dude, I didn't invent that word, you know? And while we were live, I typed geoengineering into Google, and the first results were like from Harvard and Stanford and shit. So I was like, you know, at that point, I had to be like, are you sure you've looked into this? You just told me you've done it for years. And you think I invented the term geoengineering, or like conspiracy theorists did? It's a scientific term, dude. It's like acknowledged by universities and governments. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's not me.
I think
You
there
know?
was like a treaty in the 70s to stop like weather modification wars or some shit. Have you heard about this?
Yeah, but it never stopped. They've had the tech since at least the 1940s, and uh, I think what happened is, this is just what I think. I don't have like proof of it, but I think over time they just got more like overzealous with it, and it started becoming very obvious. You know,
Out here, like you always
like,
see. I noticed that you see them fly. They don't fly all the time like they used to, but when they do, it's when it's windy or it's about to be real windy. So I don't know what that's about. You know?
Dude, there's there's been places where they fucked up. Like just a couple years ago, they flooded Dubai. I don't, like why do people forget about this? And that was it was openly admitted. Like no one was trying to hide the fact that that was a result of cloud seeding or rain.
Yeah.
And then in those like if you go look up how is cloud seeding achieved, there's two fucking methods, and they tell you, man. One of them is a chemical mixture, and one of them is dry ice and something else like silver iodide or whatever. But like, okay, so like, is that the psyop? Like, I don't get what a dude like IPS's issue would be. You think they're lying about what they're spraying? Is that what you're saying, or are you saying they're not spraying? Because if you're saying they're not spraying, you're fucking delusional. Like, do you not see it? Like, you could see a little plane, and then you could see it go from horizon to horizon, and it's just leaving this fucking trail, and it's really far out. Like it's
Hey, but out here,
You
well,
could see
also you see it going from every direction, but also you'll see one trail just going straight up forever,
straight up, yeah,
and then one
yeah.
going
I've seen
straight
those
down.
here.
Like what
Yeah.
the fuck? Who's flying like that?
Yeah, what? Yeah, what commercial path is that? Like, what country is that thing going to? Like, you know what I mean? Because that was the old argument. Was like, oh, these are just commercial airliners, and you guys don't understand how the atmosphere works at upper levels, and you don't understand condensation or whatever. And it's like, no, dude, it's not that. Like, in the same fucking sky, I could see a commercial airliner. It's much closer. Like, I could see the entire shape of the fucking
Well, right
plane.
here, I lived by where LAX. Like if you're on the 91, there's a flight pattern where they're going to. You see all the planes coming in to LAX, or it's one of those freeways, the
Yeah.
105 or 91. So there's a definite flight pattern, and I know where the flight patterns are, dude. And this is happening where the flight patterns are not. So it's got to be like, I don't know, some military shit, because like I said, there's a military base in the Channel Islands, which is right here, like fucking 20, 30 miles away.
Yeah, it's undeniable at this point. That's my thing. Is like you're lying to me or yourself if you're just saying like that. Those are all commercial flights, because they seem way further out. First of all, like, and it's acting differently, dude, in the same sky. So like, the debunk one of the weakest ones was like, oh yeah, like you don't understand. It's always about me and my lack of understanding, like it's I don't understand how temperature how weather conditions work at higher altitudes. And it's like, fair enough, dude. But if there's two planes in the sky on opposite sides from where I'm standing, and I could see one is doing the fucking thing, like one has this long ass line coming out of it,
Yeah.
and the other one doesn't. That's the same sky. And if you're saying that, like, unless it's at a higher altitude and it's not a commercial flight, well then you just debunked yourself, because you started this whole bullshit with these are commercial planes, and I said no, they're not, because here's the commercial plane and here's this other dot so far, like I have to zoom in all the fucking way with it on my camera, and I could barely catch it. Barely make out the shape of the actual fucking plane in front of this long ass trail that's moving right in front of my fucking eyes.
Yeah.
So which is it? Like, it's just a commercial airliner that went rogue, and it went so fucking far up or high up that like now the weather is treating its exhaust differently. I don't know. The tech for cloud seeding at least is admitted to. Their methods are admitted to.
The next time I see them doing it, I'll try to record it, because I've seen them doing it a bunch of times. It's just I work outside a lot of times, right? But I gotta work. I can't be like videoing the fucking sky the whole time and letting my fucking phone go dead. But
Yeah.
if I see it, because they're pretty fast, dude. If I see it, I'll record a couple minutes of it. Yeah, because I'm working outside almost every day.
On my old phone, I have like, it's just the entire photo gallery is just that shit, dude. Like every day I'd go to work, I'd be at a specific traffic light, like on my way to work, and right in front of me, like I just look up, and it was stripes, like parallel fucking stripes, dude, like 4 or 5 right on top of each other. It looks like the American flag in the sky. And I'm just like, that. So what is that? That can be commercial, right? Because it's not going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, just like what, a couple 100 feet under each other each time. That fucking, why would any commercial airliner do that? And then
That's another thing.
these aren't-
It'll be more than one at a time. It might be 3 or 4 that you see in the sky at the same time, but they're at different parts of the sky. Sometimes they're coming at each other, and you're like, what? But obviously they're at different elevations. But yeah, or they're all going away from each other. I've seen all that. The fuck is that?
Dude, that streaks, 3, 4 streaks right next to each other. It's like if you had a farm and you were crop dusting and you had one plane that was kind of going back and forth over the entire area to make sure everything's covered. You know what I mean? What's the difference? It's streaks. I was like, no one's going to tell me that those are like natural clouds or whatever. Like, fuck you, dude. Since when? You know, that's a Mandela effect. Shit.
Maybe it's like some shit that makes you accept everything and be like fucking apathetic.
I drive in it. I stand in it. Like, why didn't I inhale that shit then? Like, I should be full fucking debunked if that's the case. I've seen it in several countries, man. It's not just my country. It's like I travel, oh, there it is again. I went to Spain that time. Oh, there it is again. It's in movies. It's in TV shows. It's in fucking video games. Like in GTA 5, if you just go on top of buildings and look up in the sky, there's fucking streaks, dude. Like, it's part of your reality now. Like, maybe I'm just misunderstanding the denial part of it, or the telling me it's just dumb conspiracy theory talk. Because, like, again, it's admitted to. Weather manipulation on a certain level is definitely admitted to. To me, that doesn't say that the governments or whoever's actually doing this shit is giving full disclosure. But it's so obvious at this point that they're making it just part of a routine national science initiatives to like combat climate change and all this bullshit. You know, so their intentions are what's being lied about, but it doesn't mean they're not doing it. And then there's immediate repercussions, like they flooded fucking Dubai recently. Dubai is an international hub of commerce, business.
Yeah,
Everyone
wasn't that
goes
like
there.
a year or two ago or something?
Yeah, it was fucking nuts, bro. It's the weirdest, like, and then they said that was oops, our bad. Like, it was we overdid it with the cloud seeding. Like, we made it rain a little too much for what these fucking bad sewage systems could handle. And so we got a flood instead. But then all kinds of bizarre shit happened, like snow in the middle of the Saudi Arabian desert. These were all science experiments, man, and they were all artificial. Again, like, I didn't invent the word geoengineering, and I wish anyone that would be like, oh, chemtrails are not real, like, explain yourself a little bit better than that.
Yeah, it seems like he's the only one, and then maybe some people in his chat that are always in there. Because I
just don't understand the argument.
I talked to him for a second, and he seemed to be very agitated, and I was like, dude, I'm just showing a video of what I see in the sky, you know? I don't know what the fuck it is. You can't get mad at that. You can't get triggered by a subject. Like, that's some bitch-ass shit, man.
Unless you're trying to, you're trying to push some kind of narrative where that's not a thing, and like, okay, so what is it? Can you just explain? Because I don't even understand your position. Like, you're saying, so we're both looking up in the sky, we're both seeing streaks right there. You're telling me there's not streaks, or that there are streaks and that it's something else? Because if you're just saying there aren't any.
Like a live stream maybe 2 or 3 days ago, lately he's talked a lot about the chemtrails. People called in, or he argued with people in the chat. He seems like very triggered by the subject.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. Like, it makes me think it's insincere, or it's some kind of grift where you want to be the anti-chemtrail guy. Like, if you can't explain yourself, then
I don't know. There's a
I
lot
don't
of
know
shit
why.
that fool's into. Like, I agree with a lot of shit he's talking about, but then there's shit like this, and I'm like, huh. To have
Yeah,
a
me
firm
too.
position on anything, like, what? Isn't that what you're against? Right?
Yeah, yeah. I, the denial aspect of it, and I'm being like sincere. Like I don't. It's not that I'd want to argue with any of these people. I just want to understand what are you actually saying. So you're saying that
Yeah.
there aren't any trails. Like, are the skies clear all the time? Is that or that
He's
no?
really
There
giving,
are.
from what I heard, he's really giving the contrail explanation, but also some more. Yeah. So
Oh, man.
he's giving the mainstream explanation and some other shit.
There's pilots that have like testified in front of the government, and they say very basic shit about the contrail argument, which is like, I'm a pilot. I've been a pilot for 40 years. I understand how air condensation works. He's like, if I go out on a cold day and I breathe out, he's like, I could see a puff of something in the sky. But if I walk for a mile, like I don't leave a streak of it in my path. You know what I mean? And just to say that that's what's happening just at a higher altitude is fucking stupid. It's a terrible argument
But he's
for
also like straw
condensation.
manning the position of a lot of people that think that or see that this shit is going on. Like, who knows what why would it doesn't have to be poison. It could be like something that makes you just accept things. Who knows what they're spraying, or it could just be weather modification. You know what I mean? But he's, I don't know, man. I feel like he's straw manning the position.
It is, yeah, and even that, like to side with government, to be like they don't. Why would they poison you? Is the fucking dumbest argument you could ever get. Because like all you have to do is go to a grocery store, dude. Like governments have no problem approving fucking toxic all kinds of shit that's poisonous. Every fucking pharmaceutical, every grocery food item has fucking toxic,
Everything
poisonous
that we
shit in
eat
it.
off, shit that we store our shit in, like
Yeah,
our houses.
this has all been this has all been approved on some level. In the states, it's the FDA or their counterparts. But yeah, like, and you see the results. Like everyone is sick. They're just like, oh, so they're killing themselves. It's like, no, I think they make better choices, man. But I think everybody everywhere is being overloaded, if not like just microdosed with all kinds of fucking poisons every day. So to just assume that, oh, because there's lines in the sky and they're weird, conspiracy theorists would jump on the fact that this is poison. It's like the the goal might not be to directly poison people, but the chemical compounds that they use could potentially be poisonous. Just like there's poison in your fucking mayonnaise or your cereal or whatever the fuck you buy at the store, you know?
Yeah.
No one thinks of that as a threat, but it is. And once people get an idea about some kind of basic like nutrition, they start voluntarily like avoiding that shit. It's a choice. There's people that don't still. They're like, oh, I'm gonna die anyway, whatever, and they'll do whatever. But for us to just absolve like governments who obviously don't give a fuck about you. Again, just please remember COVID. Like that wasn't that long ago, guys. What's wrong with you? It's fucking stupid, dude. And I told you here locally there was like this independent scientific study that directly correlated an increase in silver iodide in the atmosphere to the increase in asthma cases
Oh shit! You
in
know what
my
that
small
does,
little
right?
country.
You know what that does, right? You use
What?
that silver what?
Silver iodide.
Oh, I was thinking of that colloidal silver, dude. Because colloidal silver,
Oh no.
you use that in when you're growing weed to get feminized seeds. You spray it on your shit when it's budding, and then you'll get
Yeah.
you seed out the plant, but they'll be feminized seeds, so you'll get female plants. You know. So, I think anyone that's doing colloidal silver should fucking stop doing that shit. You can fuck up your hormones.
Yeah, but there's like independent science everywhere that show. Here they were just saying they were blaming it on a cause for increase in asthma cases. Like it was like up 40% or something crazy like that. And like if you type silver iodide or cloud seeding in Google, like you get the Wikipedia page. You get the bulletin of the atomic scientists dodging silver bullets. How cloud seeding could go wrong. What is cloud seeding? Cloud seeding with silver iodide. Like they explain the process, and they admit again openly that this process requires the injection of silver iodide into the atmosphere. This is not a naturally occurring element in the atmosphere. There's not just silver in the fucking air. Someone has to put it there. You know what I mean? So again, now is your argument that silver iodide could never be harmful? Well, then that's something else. That's not saying that geoengineering isn't real and that they are putting fucking silver iodide in the air, you know? And that's just one. That's one compound. Like all you have to do is read up about cloud seeding, and all you have to do is read up about geoengineering. And there's two methods that are going to show up. And then, go from there. But to just deny, I don't understand what the fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what are you saying?
Yeah.
If you made the argument that, again, any of those chemicals or thing, but it says, here's bulletin of the atomic scientists, dude. The first sentence says silver iodide and various other chemicals used in cloud seeding are highly toxic. That's the first sentence in this article. So again, like governments don't have a problem with approving toxins for you. This is just the reality of the situation. And again, like your supermarket and your pharmacies are direct proof of that. There's ones that they approved, and then there's stuff that they make illegal, and they say, oh, you can't have that, because we care, supposedly like care about your health, but fuck off.
Yeah.
Cloud seeding is a form of planned weather modification. Cloud seeding is perhaps the ultimate silver bullet, in which literal silver in the form of silver iodide is infused into clouds, causing ice crystals to form and water to condense into rain or snow. They give examples of using it to clear fog in airports, fight forest fires, suppress hail, and even divert rainfall, as it was used, for example, during the 2008 Olympics in Beijing. Like, it's being done all over the world. It's undeniable. If you just say chemtrails aren't real, you have to say more, because I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I don't know, honestly.
Yeah. Hey, but
Weird hill to die on.
I have to go soon, dude. I have to go to work, get ready. But
Yeah, good on you. Oh shit, Manny's in here, dude.
yeah. What's up, Manny? Say something.
Just
What? You cut out, dude. Oh man, he's triggered.
Man, you stop gaslighting us.
He's triggered. He's triggered.
Whatever. I'm working right now. Bye, fuckers. I can't talk to you now. I'm driving.
Exit and come back in, maybe. Can you hear us, Manny?
Come on, bro. You can do it.
Dude, they were talking about you in that video that New P put up. Uber shows up in that video like an hour in.
hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now you have to say other stuff.
Can you hear us?
Wait, you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Say.
Look, he's gaslighting us.
Wait, Manny got brought up in that video?
For like a second, Uber showed up, and then they got all excited, and then they said, "What happened to Manny?" or something like that.
Oh shit!
About an hour
yeah.
in, about an hour into that new P video.
I think we need to. I don't know, man. I think we need to like battle these guys. It's been a good like 5 years or something. Like just talk with some of them, see where they're at, just for fun.
You have to go to the geo fucking shit, man. You gotta like answer some questionnaire, identify as a flat earther, you know, shit like that.
Do you identify as a flat earth? Oh, fuck. Really?
Sign your name in blood. Fucking do
You
the
gotta
initiation ritual.
you pick your role, right? When you get in.
Yeah, that's cool. Can I be like agnostic or whatever?
I don't know.
Like I know it's not a stupid fucking spinning ball. Like does that?
I don't
guess
know.
that
I'm not in
defaults me
there.
to.
I got kicked out of there too. Or I just quit it because it was fucking super weird.
Yeah. And sometimes I just see like flat Earth dude is online right now, bro. He's the only other person in our server that's not like invisible than me. Sometimes I just see him and
Well, he
UP,
might just
and
have
I'm
his,
like, yo, like,
he might just have his computer on.
yeah.
He has like a station in his garage. It's hooked up. It's like his
Yeah, I
little-
leave my shit open too, like on a tab on my computer.
Yeah, dude, that video, it's kind of hilarious. Just fucking the shit that Waterman says. The rest of it is trash, but what Waterman says is just hilarious. Like this fool, he's like living in another fantasy world. Like he thinks he matters. Like fuck, it's nuts, dude. Delusions of grandeur.
Yeah. I'd be curious to talk to him, but he can't ever talk to us without getting like nasty and fucking. He always says some weird shit. Like, I just ask his position. Like, what do these people need to do in your eyes that would make you be like, all right, maybe I shouldn't follow them? You know, there's no way for me to even pose that question to him without him freaking out, being like, oh, face, you're just fucking whatever. Like, it has to be about me and my personality and
in
how
this video, he trashes Mark Sargent, the biggest Mark Sargent cheerleader, and now he trashes him, and now he's cheerleading for Jaren, who's now a Glober officially, right?
Weird, bro. Just fucking weird.
And then somewhere in there he's talking about the Mandela and this virtual world, and it's kind of spiritual. It's like what?
Yeah. God bless, dude. I mean,
Full psycho.
I don't know. Yeah.
Then he talks about Renee. Remember the crazy dude on the beach?
Oh yeah, come down, Holmes. Yeah, get down here.
I guess that fool got moved out, getting a divorce from that broad, and then this other dude's like, Why are you guys talking about all this personal shit?" And he's like, "Don't worry about it."
Oh fuck! But that means no more like hangouts. Didn't he have like a kick-ass house and shit? Cause like.
Yeah, dude. I never went there, but I can imagine. I've been by those houses, dude. They're fucking sick. Just to have a house like that, it's got to be like a $8 million house. Gotta be all sick on the beach.
Yeah, they did a bunch of live streams with like meetups there, and I was like, "What the fuck does this guy do for a living?" I remember,
That's a
but like he was
super rich area. What's his name lived there? The motorcycle guy, the custom fucking dude that was married to that actress. They lived right there. It's just some baller ass shit that you like. If you're not from around here, you never heard of Sunset Beach, but it's some baller shit. But that dude was weird as shit.
So hold up, like, what's Jarenism been up to since TFE? He's just fighting about TFE. Like, if you become a glober after 10 years of flat earthing, like, what is your content then? Where do you pivot to?
Yeah, I don't know. I've never got it. I saw he was live and I listened for like 5 minutes. This was maybe a couple weeks ago, and it was nothing I cared about. I just turned it off. It wasn't anything memorable.
Yeah, just again, so that makes it even that much weirder that Dan the Waterman would be defending him. Like, what's there to defend, dude? Is he saying something cool now that we should go listen to? Like, I don't get it. It seems like he's just fighting off criticism of this non-experiment that they did and called it the final experiment. Like, no one else gets to do experiments after this. We did the final one. Like, what the fuck? You didn't even do one, bro. You just went somewhere.
Well, I think the flat Earth scene, it's not really paying off. So, but he can maybe transition to the truther scene. You know, who they're like anti.
Yeah. Okay.
But NASA's
Way to.
I don't know. Maybe that's what's going on. Cause he ain't gonna
Yeah, but you like you
He's not gonna leave.
fucked off
Maybe he'll be
90% of your
flat earther
audience.
again. What if in like a month he's a flat earther again? They could do it.
That would make sense. Yeah, season 4, like that would make sense. Like the next chapter.
Season
yeah.
11, dude.
Yeah, yeah. My bad. Yeah.
What the
Good for
British?
them, man. Good.
some- The British people did it, right? What's his name? What's that one guy? Ranty or something like that?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Ranty was just so bad. So like he was quick. Like he was just like he had no real position ever. He liked being on a mic, and then yeah, some dude literally just came to his chat and then had a meeting with him and said, "I'll give you money and come talk." And he got online and said that the dude was he told me he was a Freemason and he has a lot of money and he was gonna, so I'll do it for like as a job, like the same way he was like painting a roof or whatever. Like he'll just take the gig, you know, like he had no fucking soul as far as like information went. He yeah, like what, you want me to say a thing, dude? I'll read a little script or whatever. And then there was that dude. There was Sam Hain. Like it had a pumpkin face, and it was like 2 words, like Halloween. You know, like Sam Hain. And this dude was just dropping like back to back to back, like $300, $400, $500 super chats. It was so weird because there was like 100 people in the fucking audience, you know, and there was just this one dude like dropping hundreds of dollars, and I was like, oh, that's the dude you were talking about, like the guy that you said was going to pay you off, because what the fuck is this? Like you're not doing anything right now, and this guy's just blasting you with money for like other people to see. He told him he was starting his own Alex Jones like network, and that he wanted him to be like the flat earth, but then not the flat earth guy. Oh, this was fucking years ago, dude. This is like 2019, probably 2018.
Yeah, I don't remember that guy.
It was just on Ranty's shit, like, which I never was sub to Ranty. Like, I caught it by default, just like, yeah, flat earth shit. Good for them, man. I hope everyone grifts to their heart's content, but like,
Yeah, what happened to Jamie Brown?
there's not. I don't know. He might be just, how you doing? How we doing? Yeah, Jamie was real with it. He was like, you gotta follow me or fuck off. Like, subscribe to my channel or fuck off. I don't want you here. He just got real about, I'm here to make money, dude. I've been here for 5 years. I haven't made $1. Get on it already. Subscribe or get the fuck out. I don't want to talk to you people. Yeah. That's honest, at least. I can respect that. Way better than acting like you're a truther and then doing all this other sideways shit and like flip-flopping and confusing people and like, yeah.
Yeah.
Be honest about your shit,
might
and then
be
it's cool. Leave it up to people.
He might be an Irish traveler, you know? Like in that movie Snatch. Because they all
He's
kind
British
of
though.
have this gypsy vibe about them. All the UK flat earthers and shit. Even Dell, you know. They might all be pikeys or whatever they're called.
Oh yeah, Rising Earth, bro. I'm done with all their like ideas and the super like triggeredness. Like it's so fucking old, dude. Like if you've been around, like and you're still Alex Jonesing every time you talk.
They had
like,
that
you're
other
fucking
dude,
raging.
the OG of the concave OG. What's his name? Brother something was on something recently. Jibby's friend. Remember that dude? They were in the street talking about flat Earth and shit. And then later he's
Yeah, vaguely. What's his name? Brother what? Like
Ernest.
yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he did something recently. Like damn, that dude's came back for a second. And not too long ago, the Morgal, he like put out a few live streams real quick, and then he seemed to disappear. Maybe he's still doing something.
Yeah, I
like
saw
heroin.
You found a
No,
sack.
guys, I'm clean. God bless you guys. I'm clean, man. Just if you got $10, you could just throw at me. I just need to buy a Twinkie, pay rent here. Yeah, but that guy got fucked. Like at least, see, this is the thing is like since back in the day, you knew, like I knew, other people knew that that shit was weird and controlled too. Like Globebusters, the way they were like the way Bob Nodell was going out of his way to get me banned on other people's channels and shit. Like he was sending out messages to people, and then he was lying about me in a live stream chat with like 1,000 people supposedly watching, and I was just like, dude, who the, like, how did I trigger you so bad? Like, what the fuck? I don't even have content like that. Like, I don't make videos about you. I made a couple memes about you, but that's like on Discord. I didn't get it, you know? There was like a couple characters that did that. That would be like, oh, face this guy. I've seen messages of people warning me about you, and fucking Ranty did the same thing. Like all these guys did that. So since back in the day, I knew it was like some weird controlled like operation, and that like Morgal was at the bottom of that hierarchy. And then just like a couple months ago, when Morgal did his return and he did one of those videos, he spilled it all, man. He was like, "Oh yeah, they always like little broed me, and they fucking they cheated me out of money and all this shit." Like, I was like, "Yeah, it was obvious. It was obvious the entire time, just to anyone who could look beyond like fucking online personas and just see shit for what it is." Like, if I would have said exactly what Morgal was saying a month ago, 5 years ago, I would have got banned. And that's why they were trying to ban me everywhere, because like I was saying that already. I was like, what? You guys are a bit strange. But anyway, man. What's up? You gotta leave? Yeah. Oh, he's muted. Could have Las Vegas. What up, dude? GM is muted right now. I think he's trying to end the stream. Manny showed up, said, "Can you hear me?" and then bounced. I don't know. Subscribe to my channel. How we do it? Nick, you there, man?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Trying to figure out if this guy's trying to end it or what. Maybe you think GM left? Like he just left his shit running.
I don't know. He was just here participating, you know.
Yeah. Went on a little Morgal rant there, so maybe he dipped.
If you get a call or something.
Manny stole his mic. I'm gonna
That's
tag Manny
funny.
actually in the chat. Hold up.
Yeah, I gotta go, dude. It's good to talk to you.
All right, cool, yeah.
Yeah, I have to go do some shit. But we'll talk later. Peace.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'll be around. I just got online. Like, I'm up for the foreseeable future. So if you guys are around, like, just let me know.
All right. Yeah, I gotta do something for a couple hours and then I'm coming back. I don't know. It might be too late for a lot of people.
Cool.
All right. Late.
All right, man.
Okay, later. I'm
Peace,
gonna go
everybody.
sleep.